So you want to make $100 a day but don't know how? I'm gonna show you 5 items that I sell every day that I make a killing, that I make sometimes over $100. Stay tuned.
Shall we begin?
Hey guys, welcome to Simple Chew. I'm your host Hank, and today we're gonna go over how to make some extra money. Maybe you need it to pay your credit cards, your debt, or you saw my other videos, you want to start investing but don't have that extra cash. So we're gonna go over 5 items that I usually find in every garage sale or Craigslist that I buy and then I resell. These items are everywhere, so there's no excuse of not finding them. And it's in less than 15 minutes you can make $100. There's not really any excuses for you guys not to make this $100. It's not hard. I work 7 days a week. I put 80 hours every week, and I still find garage sales that I can buy stuff and then resell it. I go on Craigslist. I'm constantly on my phone, on my breaks. So there's no excuse not to make these $100. And I still meet the people who wants to buy my stuff. So if you are in debt, this is an easy way to get out of it. If you want to invest some money and you don't have any disposable cash, this is the way to get in that $100 every day and put it on your stocks or any kind of investment you want to do. That's a little rant that I got, but there's really no excuse of not making this $100. It's not that hard to do. You just need a little time. I'm putting it, and I'm still making these videos for you guys so you guys can get out of the hole. Item number 1 that sells like hotcakes on Craigslist or eBay are brand new shirts like these. Every time I go to a garage sale, I look for brand new clothes. I grab it, I check the name brand, I go on my phone and I check how much it is for retail. If it's more than $70, I try to negotiate the price of the brand new with the garage sale person, and then I buy it. I bought this shirt for $2. It's a Brooks Brothers. It usually go for $70. I sell it for $15. I sell it in less than 15 minutes. Item number 2 that I usually picked up in a bunch of garage sales is calculators, especially these graphing calculators. They're super expensive. They go for like $125. I grabbed this one for $1. Works fine. You can do whatever you're gonna do with it. A lot of students buy it. I usually sell it for $5 on Craigslist, and I sell it in less than 5 minutes. The third item that I sell, and it's my favorite, are these cameras. These DSLR cameras are super easy to sell. I usually find them with the lens together. Sometimes I don't, but if I find them, I sell them as a kit. Usually these cameras I buy them for $20 and the lenses for $5 to $10, sometimes even cheaper. So when I buy these cameras, I always carry a battery. I like Canons and I know a lot about them, so I carry a battery with me when I go to the garage sale, and I test the cameras on site. I test the lenses, and they have a memory card. I test them. If they don't work, I still buy them. I bargain with the salesperson, and I get it for super cheap because people still buy them for parts. People like the mirrors inside, and they take it apart and they fix their own cameras. So easy to sell. I sell them for $80 to $90, and sometimes that's my $100 for the day. The fourth item that I sell, that I find a lot and that I sell a lot, is like music and audio equipment. A lot of DJing stuff. It sells really quick. That stuff is super expensive to buy new, so if you find it used and then you try to sell it, people are gonna buy it quick, because now a lot of starting DJs and producers don't have a lot of money to start with, so they look for used stuff, and this stuff lasts forever. So I bought this for $5 in the garage sale close to home. I picked it up, I tested it, and then it came with any cables, and I went to Radio Shack and they had it there. So the cable was $10. I will sell this for $40 to $50, and these sell really easy, 10 to 20 minutes that I posted. There are people already contacting me to buy it, and they come and pick it up. Super easy. Always stay aware about these mixers. And the fifth and last item that I sell, and I sell these quick, are smartphones. I don't know what, but they're really close to retail price. That sometimes I sell these, depending on the conditions of each phone. Some of these phones go for $400 brand new, and I sell them for $300, $325. Notes 8, they go for $800. I sell them for $700 to $600. Super easy to sell. When I post these phones, they sell in about 5 minutes. You know, there's no time waiting for these, and people come and look for you for these phones. When I buy these phones from garage sales, and I usually buy these smartphones from pawn shops, because people just go there and drop these phones for nothing. So I go and pick it up there for cheap. Especially if you have a relationship with a pawn shop, I just go there and they sell it to me because they know me already cheap, and they don't know what I do with it. But I buy a lot of these phones on pawn shops. And what I do is I have an external battery with me, and I just connect it. And to check if it works, I check the batteries, if you can take the battery out, and I check if they have any information in the phones. Usually they don't, but just erase stuff, make sure the stuff works, and be honest with the seller that he's trying to sell it to. And super easy. One of my favorites and easy ways to make $100. You're making way more than 100 if you find these stuff. But if you want to find good quality smartphones, pawn shops is the way to go. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit of what items to sell on eBay or Craigslist. Super easy to sell, not a lot of work. As I said before, I work every day, putting 80 hours, and I still make my $100 every day since 2 years now. Been doing this. Easy money, pay my debt, started investing. And it's something that you just put a little bit of work, and if you find these hot items, buy them quickly, bargain with the salesperson, and then sell it for profit. And always make sure that the stuff works, because I show you a lot of electronic stuff on closing. Make sure you check the brands, and if it's more than you need to find leverage there. Everything that I sell is really practical to sell. My idea is practical, it's been around forever. So there's no really any excuses not making this extra cash. If you're an entrepreneur, an investor, or an innovator, I recommend you to subscribe to my channel, as I make a lot of videos about how to invest, how to make some capital if you want to open your own business. Everything I say is practical. Also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Simple Chew. And always remember, keep it simple.